They say that perspective is everything. So as things stand at the moment, we're currently in an economic position in which prices are very low. The stock market is down, crypto is down, everything is down. And in terms of crypto in particular, your perspective is likely to depend very much on how long you've been into crypto. Now, if you've only been into crypto for a few months, maybe a year or a bit longer, you might be nervous at the moment. But if you've been into crypto for a longer period of time, your perspective will be different and you won't be concerned. It brings to mind when I first got into crypto in 2017. And depending on how closely you've been following me, you may be aware that when I first got in, I knew nothing. My mindset was very much an emotional one, and by that I mean I went in with more money than I could afford to go in with, and I didn't know anything about the ecosystem. So when prices went down, I panicked and I was in a dilemma about what to do. I was very tempted to take my money out, but if I had, it would have been at a significant loss. I think at its worst, I would probably have been at a 60% loss. But luckily, there was one thing that I did do right. And although I'd gone in with too much money, relatively speaking at the time, what I didn't do was use money that I couldn't afford to lose. Now, that's very much an overused term. What does someone mean when no one wants to lose money? Well, what it meant was that the money I put into crypto was not in any way tied to my monthly living expenses. Whether or not I made a profit, it wouldn't have affected my ability to pay my bills at the time. So because of that, and because I then began to educate myself about the crypto space, I realized that although my strategy at the time was really bad, I hadn't made a bad decision by getting into the space. So that was 2017, 2018 is when prices dropped. So I got into the mindset of dollar cost averaging. And what that is basically, rather than doing a single large purchase, I spread my investment over time. And by doing that, it meant that I was able to take advantage of prices when they went low. And that's what's happening right now. So come 2020, when prices plummeted to about $3,500 for a single Bitcoin, I took advantage of that and bought a bit more. But I didn't quite have enough knowledge to capitalize as much as I should and could have. So although I was dollar cost averaging, I wasn't as greedy as I should have been. Now that sounds funny when I say greedy, but there's a saying, be fearful when everyone's greedy, i.e. when prices go up and everyone's excited, and be greedy when everyone is scared. So although I did dollar cost average by buying more Bitcoin, I really should have bought a lot more, because since then, as you probably know, prices went up a lot higher since then. Anyway, so now it's 2022, and once again prices are very low, and over the last week I've been greedy, still reasonably sensibly, but I've definitely been greedy. So my last words before I head into the gym is, this is a perfect time to get into crypto. Not to go crazy if you don't have any stake in it just yet. Dollar cost average, and the perfect time to begin that dollar cost averaging journey is when prices are low and people are scared. And over time, you will see that you've made a wise investment. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just speaking based on my experience over time. Anyway, have a good day and take care of yourselves. Bye.